And we are back here on our 5th set. And syempre po, ako pa rin po ang inyong lingkod, Sinjan Reyes. At syempre, kasama ko pa rin po si Ish Polvorosa. And of course, on the first two sets, nanguna po ang ating water defenders. And on the second set, humabol po talaga over deuce points ang ating Lady Warriors. And they're showing that they can play crucially in this match because our Lady Warriors are really showing a lot of prowess here-ish.
For statistics, Sinj.
Yes.
For the statistics in that previous set, as we can see now, for the attack points, 16 to 12 for the Lady Warriors, and for the block points also, lalo na doon sa latter part of the set, no, 4 to 3 service aces, no, lahat in terms of the scoring department went in the way of the Lady Warriors, and for the unforced errors though, doon nakadikit itong water defenders. Namigay ng 9 free points itong Lady Warriors.
And of course, nasa 5th set na po tayo. So, ang score na lang po ay hanggang 15 or kung mag-deuce po tayo ulit tulad ng nangyari ng 3rd and 4th set.
Win by 2.
Win by 2 lang. Syempre. And of course, Ish, welcome to the live stream family. It is your first game at 5 sets ka agad.
I know, right?
Napakaswerte. But as we were talking about, on the 5th set,
joke.
The water defenders get their first point here with Jerly Malabanan on the service deck. Gohing inangat para kay Michelle Strizak, but turned back by Keddy. So nangunguna po with 2 points ang ating water defenders.
So far, no?
Yes.
Keddy, Bowley, and Nabor have been very consistent for the water defenders.
Yes. And medyo tumahimik itong si Soltones nung ating fourth set.
Yes.
So will we see more of Soltones here? That's something we have to watch out. But Keddy gets another point for our water defenders.
That was an excellent adjustment again for the part of Keddy, Sinj. Hindi masyadong perfect yung set doon, pero nagawa niya ng paraan para maipuntos for the water defenders.
Yes. At mukhang si Jerly Malabanan ay pang-ngatlong serve niya na yan.
She's been very steady on the service line actually.
Yes.
Nung first set pa lang.
That's true. But going back to our game, Malabanan, speaking of Malabanan who was consistent in the service deck, wasn't able to get that dig, which gives the first point of the Lady Warriors, or which gives the Lady Warriors their first point, rather. We have Ellie Casilag now on the service deck. Maganda rin tong pinapakita.
Si Casilag.
Ni Ellie, no?
Especially in attacking, Sinj.
Yes. Lalo na medyo wala ngayon si Myla Pablo.
Yes.
And Ellie Casilag gives the Lady Warriors another point with that service. But going back, let's recap our audience with what happened. So first 2 sets po, nanalo ang ating water defenders. Second 2 sets, grabe po yung habol na ginawa ng ating Lady Warriors. That's why we are here on the 5th set. But for those who just joined us right now, a slight problem on the side of the Lady Warriors occurred earlier when their ace spiker,
Myla
Pablo, had a problem or had some trouble with her back while landing for a spike. So right now, Myla is in the hospital, as we said earlier, and of course, we here from the broadcast team, we are wishing her well, and we hope for speedy recovery. If not, we hope
next game.
Next game, nandito na si Myla.
Yes.
But humahabol pa rin ang ating Lady Warriors as we talk about that ish. It is now 5 to 2.
And Sinj, no, kung nakita mo, may kita mo ulit.
Yes.
Gretchel has abandoned her jump serve in this 5th and deciding set.
Medyo naninigurado na kasi si Gretchel siguro dito dahil time to close out and time to make sure na makuha nila yung puntos.
Yes, since it's either naninigurado or saving her energy. Kasi nung 4th set nakita natin, lalo sa latter part, talagang nabablock na siya. Nahihirapan siyang makapoint. So we'll see. We'll see in this set.
As Bali is turned back. Humahabol po ulit ang ating Lady Warriors. It is 5 to 4 sa ating talaan.
Ang ganda ng habol doon ni Jeanette Panaga kasi
Yes.
nasara niya yung seam, yung butas, yung sinasabi ko kanina.
mong seam.
Yeah.
Dun po sa mga kakasama sa atin lang ngayon, itong volleyball professor natin, kinikwento na yung pagitan po sa pagitan ng middle blocker at ng wing spiker, yun po yung tinatawag na seam.
Yes.
Yes. Para lang informed yung lahat. Kasi baka magulat, ano yung seam? Seam.
Baka sa pagtatahi pala yung
Oo.
seam.
Or baka kung anong maisip nila, seems to be, hindi po kami na wrong grammar dito. So,
It's a term.
it's a term that our volleyball professor Ish Polvarosal just taught us today.
But did you see that monstrous hit?
Yes.
Grabe.
At-
From the import of the Lady Warriors again.
At syempre ayaw magpalamang na nitong Lady Warriors ng malayo kasi it's a short set that we have here on the 5th set. So they want to finish out and close out early on. But as I was saying that kasamang Ish, mukhang kaya ni Pumasana serves the ball straight to the net.
Yes. And for this particular serve, we have Jasmine Nabor.
Who was
on
very
deck.
consistent.
Yes.
Who was very consistent earlier with her serves and even giving the water defenders service aces.
Yes.
As he lifts up for Michelle Strezak. Bali, last touch on that ball was Pantone, which brings her game now to a 1-point lead na lang. It is now 7-6 in favor still of the water defenders.
We can see the magnitude of this game, talagang 5th set na pero dikit na dikit pa rin yung ating score, This shows how much they want to win this game.
Of course, and it's also the first time that our imports are playing, so they're trying to show what they could bring to the table here.
Oh, yung term nga natin kanina, palong-palo maglaro for this match.
Napakarami nating nakitang napaka-palong-palong moments
Tama.
there. Especially from blocking dito sa ating
blocking.
imports. They're trying to show how height can be used in this game. But Malabanan hits that ball as C sets up Kasilag, who is turned back by Sato and Buali.
Again, through a block point, Sinj.
So it is now 8-7 in favor of the water defenders. Again, for those who just joined us here on the live stream, you're watching us via the #1 sports website. That is sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL. And you could still join us in our conversation here today by using the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Diba, Ish?
Yes. And pwede kayo sumali sa aming usapan, anytime. But as we approach the tail end of this match, please enjoy the game with us and don't leave the live stream. And ayan.
If you're going to leave the live stream, the only place you could go is here sa San Juan Arena.
Yes, tama.
Para manood ng live. Kasi kung hindi live stream, manood tayo ng live.
Tama.
And it is now 8-all. Grabe talaga tong labanan na tong. Actually, yung tawag namin ng friends ko dito, labanan ng tubig.
Labanan ng tubig. Parang water benders.
Kasi water defenders versus the Lady
Warriors. But since I have here with me is the stats for the setters of both teams, Lady Warriors Giselle C having 49 excellent sets as to water defenders Jasmine Nabor with 44, hindi nagkakalayo as we have said, since talagang these setters maganda yung pinapakita sa game na ito in terms of setting.
Grabe. But in efficiency, tulad nga ng sabi mo kanina, ang tunay na batayan ng efficiency. In efficiency, are they close?
Yeah, they're also really close, Sinj. With Giselle C, she's having a success rate of 42% and Nabor with 40%. So 2 points, 2% behind
2% lang ang lamang nitong si Giselle C.
Nagta-translate naman sa game, Tingnan mo naman.
Yes.
Sobrang dikit ng game natin, Sinj.
And of course, that's coming from a veteran setter and from a very young setter. But Giselle C's team is turned back with that block from Keddy, which gives a 1-point lead to our water defenders. And Coach Romel Avelia says it's time to call a timeout. Yes, Ish?
We have the leading scorers for both, leading attackers for both teams,
Yes.
For the water defenders, we have Rachel Sultones with 14 points so far and having 28% in success rate, and Keddy with 13 attack points, and so far with 44 big success rate. And for the side of the Lady Warriors, Selimovic with 17 big attack points, and which translates to 40 percentage success rate, and Strizak with 15 attack points and 32 percentage in success rate.
Grabe itong pinapakitang skill level dito ng ating mga imports-ish. But going back to our game, 10-9 na po. Isa lang po ang lamang ng ating water defenders as Casilag hits that ball. Nabor puts it up for Keddy, but slight miscommunication. But it gives the point to our water defenders. Our water defenders are now up by 2. It is now 11-9 for the water defenders. And if you could hear the crowd here in the San Juan Arena, both sides are very much cheering for their teams. Of course, this is not just a regular game. This is a 5-setter that is battling for the #1 seed in our game. As Sultanes gives us a strong hit, but Casilag answers back right at the corner pocket. Isa na lang po ang lamang ng ating water defenders.
We can see, no, before that monstrous hit from Elaine Casilag,
Yes.
nakita mo ba yung napakagandang dig ni Melissa Gohing? Sakto, ang lakas ng palo ni Gretsch, di ba? Pero sakto sa setter, pagka-set kay Elaine Casilag, ayun, binomba pa down the line.
At napakaganda rin nung pwesto na napuntahan nung bola ni Casilag.
Tama.
As Edina blocks the point, but a net touch is called against Malabanan.
Yes.
Who,
Back-to-back points.
yes, which ties the match now at 11. Grabe, net violations now are very strict compared to
Sobra.
before-ish. Can you shed or help us with explaining that very
Yes.
quickly?
Kasi before, actually, nasubaybayan ko itong evolution ng net violation. Kagana sila ka-stricto. Before talaga, nung elementary pa ako. Oh, wait. We'll get back to that, Sid.
Yes, because we seem to have
This is a controversial
controversial call here.
Yeah, and a crucial one.
Yes, as Nabor trying to stomp off. I think
In that play kasi,
Yeah.
hinabol niya dito sa palabas na ng antena yung set.
Tapos medyo nasagi niya ata yung net.
Oo, nasagi niya yung... Ang nakita ko, Cynthia, ang nasagi niya ay yung post.
Yung post. Kaya
Yung
gumalaw
post
yung
eh.
ating net.
So,
Yes.
to me, it was a legal play.
Okay.
Pero
But of course,
yes.
our referees have a better angle, and we have Coach Ramel Abella talking to our second referee.
And then again, I think they're also arguing from the part of the coaching staff of the Lady Warriors na
Yes.
may violation
Violation.
yung pag-set doon ni Nabor.
And
Pwede, it's possible. But then, Cinch, it's a judgment call.
Well,
And to me, if you're gonna ask me, Jasmine Nabor was running towards the ball. So, it's considered a running set.
let's wait for what judgment
Yes.
our referees will have
Cinch,
here.
it's a running set.
It's a running set.
So, if the set is a running set,
Yes.
pwede kang magkaroon ng exemption pagdating sa double. Kasi
okay.
you're moving eh.
You're
You're
moving.
not just standing or just, you're not doing a still set.
Napakarami talagang natututunan natin sa game today from our
Yeah.
volleyball professor. But it seems like on the sideline ish, no, a yellow card is issued right now to
Coach
the
Roger.
coach of the water defenders, Coach Roger. Pero kanina may medyo strinetch ata itong si Nabor kasi I think medyo bad yung fall niya from
Yeah.
that running set that we were talking about.
That's not a good sign, Cinch.
Yes,
Look at the score.
and with the score right now, which is 12-11. At
They're leading.
yes, they're leading. And itong water defenders, syempre naghahabol talaga to. Kasi hinabol nila yung third set at yung
Yes,
fourth
yes.
set para masigurado.
And they're gunning to do the same in this fifth and final set, Cinch.
And it's also good to note, that if we look at the lineup of the water defenders, Nabor is the lone setter that we have here.
Oh, that's not a really good sign, Cinch, for the part of the water defenders.
Yes. Of course, you as a setter, is it very important to have a substitute?
Yes, of course. Definitely, Sinch. Kasi you don't get to know when are you gonna play at your A game or your lowest point of your game in the league. And as you guys can see, no, sa inyong mga screens, no, our top attackers in this match for the water defenders, we have Rachel Soltones with 14 and their import Kenny with 13, Lady Warriors, Silimovic and Strizak with 17 and 15 respectively.
Yes, and looking at the scoreboard, 12 all na po tayo, napakadikit as Nabor gives a very difficult set, but it doesn't cross the net.
Yes, and again, Sinch, yung coaching staff ng Lady Warriors nagrereklamo ulit doon sa ginawang set ni Jasmine Nabor.
And Coach Roger calls a timeout as the PT of the water defenders stretches Jasmine Nabor. So, itong si Nabor ngayon, meron siyang leg injury. Or hindi naman leg injury, but I think she's feeling some pain in her legs. I heard. How important is the lower part of your body when you're setting dish? Quickly.
Well, it's as important as any part of the body, Sinch.
So, hindi lang kamay ang gumagalaw
kasi
when we're talking about
you also get your the force in setting sa iyong knees. Hindi siya obvious, pero it really is.
So, may force pa tayong...
Yes.
So, grabe. So, that's one more thing. Sometimes now when we watch volleyball games, we think it's all in the hands. But nanggagaling pala yung force sa ating At meron pa tayong physics lesson from our volleyball professor over here as Nabor sets up Keddy with turn back. And for the first time, our Lady Warriors make it to the match point first.
Yes, and that was a 4-1 lead if I'm not mistaken, Sinch.
And a timeout is again called on the side of our water defenders who are trying to catch up here. Dun po sa mga kakasama lang sa amin dito sa live stream, nung first two sets po, i-recap ko lang po, nung first two sets po, nanalo ang ating water defenders convincingly. And nung third and fourth set rather, our Lady Warriors won by catching up and forcing it to deuce points. And right now, on our fifth set, mukhang the momentum is with our Lady Warriors, with them being first in the match points advantage.
But Sinch, no, it's not yet over till it's over.
Of course, it's not yet over
until it's over.
Because
meron pa po.
And just as you say Jinx po ni Ish Polvorosa ang game. Shola Alvarez serves out, which gives some breathing time for our water defenders.
Yeah.
Gives them a
si Coach
chance
Roger, nakita ko na pa sigh of relief doon
Siyempre.
Yes, Gretchen Soltones there.
Inangat para kay Sizda. And Sizda,
that's it,
ends the match. It is 15-13. Sabi po namin kanina, dalawa lang po ang kailangan ng any of our teams here to win the fifth set at nakuha yung dalawang lamang na yon ng Lady Warriors.
They get to redeem themselves from losing to this team that beat them in the first round ng 3 straight sets, Sinch.
Yes, and super exciting ng naging match natin. Not just because of anything, but also because our imports played. When we return, we will be having our interview with our player of the game. We will be back after a short break.
Stay tuned!
And we are back here on Premier Volleyball League Reinforce Conference. Ako pa rin po ay si Sinjin Reyes at syempre kasama ko pa rin ang volleyball professor natin for today na si Ish Polvorosa. But more importantly, Ish, kasama natin ang ating player of the game na si Giselle C.
So, Miss Giselle C, no, congratulations for the win first and foremost. And we gotta ask you this question, no. Nung fourth set, no, munti ka na kayong matalo.
Yes.
Munti ka nang makuha sa inyo yung match. Ano yung mindset? Ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo? Kasi nakita namin yung resilience and composure mo, lalo na yung mga service aces mo doon, yung magagandang decision sa setting. Ano yung naging motivation and mindset?
Siguro para sa akin, syempre, para una kay Myla. Kailangan talaga namin maipanalo kasi yung puso talaga namin na, yung mindset namin na kailangan makuha namin tong set na to na hindi talaga kami bibitaw basta-basta na ilalaban talaga namin yung team namin.
That's great, Giselle.
And I have a question for you, Giselle. It's the first time na nakalaro nyo yung imports sa game. How does it feel to finally be able to play with your imports?
Noong una, medyo nag-a-adjust pa yung mga import namin. Pero sabi nga nila, coach, na during yung pinaka-game na talaga namin kanina, sabi nila, coach, na i-adjust lang namin yung mga laro namin. Tapos yung mga import nag-a-adjust din kasi first game din nila today.
At kitang-kita naman yun sa kanilang pinakitang performance today. Itong mga imports nyo, ayaw talaga magpatalo.
Yes. And Giselle, no, natanong niya kanina, how was it playing with your imports? How was it playing against the imports naman of the other team?
Talagang adjustment pa rin eh. Parang adjustment talaga na, syempre, first game ng mga imports ngayon. Siguro mas ginusto lang din talaga namin na manalo ngayon.
Yes.
Na yung puso talaga namin na wala talagang bibitaw. Lalo na kami ni Ate Mel, lagi kami nag-uusap. And then, kami dapat yung magiging leader dun sa loob para ma-motivate din yung mga teammates ko.
Yes, Giselle. So anything, and anyone you want to greet, Giselle?
Binabati ko dyan yung pamilya ko sa Cavite, sa C family, sa Trobang Sabog dyan, tapos sa Abadilla, and sa Yongko family din, and sa mama at papa ko dyan sa Cavite. Hello. Yan.
Yes, and thank you very much, Giselle. Giselle, of course, is the captain of our Lady Warriors. On the next game, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having the Perla Spikers, and they will be meeting up with the Lady Jet Spikers. And you will be joined there, of course, by Billy Capistrano and Cassie Gormley. Sa ngalan po ng lahat ng tumulong mabuo ang production ng live stream dito sa SNA. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Sinjan Reyes, at syempre kasama ko po ang ating volleyball professor for today na si Ish Polvorosa. We are thanking you for joining us, and we will see you on the next volleyball game day.